From the station that's always local, always now, this is Fox 19 Now at 4 with Trisha Mackey.
He is back.
You're a kid, you watch Monday Night Football, falling asleep before school. I'm excited to be the guy on the TV with that kid watching.
Book your tickets to New Orleans. You might have think we started off slow, but Joe Burrow's slowly making momentum.
It is Monday Night Football here in the Tri-State, and it might be a wet one, as you can see on your radar. Rain's moving in. So we're going to check in with meteorologist Catherine Bodak, who is timing it all out for us. But first, let's talk a little football, shall we? Thanks for joining us at 4 on this Monday. I'm Trisha Mackey. So the countdown is on to Monday Night Football in Cincinnati, and what feels like a must-win game for the Bengals. So let's send it straight down to the stadium. Joe Danham and Jeremy Rowell live on the sideline. Hi, guys.
All right, T-Mac, a little more than 4 hours away from kickoff here inside Paycor Stadium. And if you're wondering, are there good vibes around this game for a team that is 0-2? Yes, there are good vibes. And I know Cincinnati and the jinxes and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to put it out there because this has been historically the week that Joe Burrow gets cooking. In fact, Joe Burrow has never lost in week 3 in his career. He's been great. Last year, even injured, good enough to get a win in prime time against the Rams on Monday Night Football. And here tonight's another good stat. The Bengals under Zach Taylor undefeated at home in primetime. Joe, if it's a must-win, it feels like a game, a spot the Bengals can win.
Well, certainly that's the headline. The Bengals need to win this game, can't drop to 0-3. But if there's a sub-headline, it's the return of T. Higgins on this field tonight here on Monday Night Football. I want to show you this video because we captured this last week in Kansas City. This was T. Higgins pregame going through his normal routine, and I would say he was going about 80-85% when he was running his routes. He looked almost ready then. He said he needed one more week of practice, and that happened this week. After missing the first 2 weeks with a hamstring issue, T. Higgins is ready to play football on Monday night for the Bengals against the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, 1,000%. You never want to rush a hamstring. Those are really serious injuries. And you know what they say, once you feel good, you want to take another week. So obviously y'all seen me working out pregame versus Chiefs. Felt pretty good, but just to be cautious, I wanted to, give it another week and be ready for this week.
How much do you think this team needs the game on Monday night?
I mean, we're 0-2. Nobody wants to start 0-3, so we need it a lot.
We've gotten the biggest kick out of T saying, and let's say it together, a lot.
A lot, my bad.
It was really funny when he
time.
said that. That's okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just T. Higgins tonight. We also expect this could be the debut of first-round draft pick Amarius Mims. He did not play in either of the first 2 games. He should be ready to play tonight. Certainly T. Higgins will play near a normal workload considering his status on the team. We're very curious to see what kind of run Mims gets tonight for the Bengals.
Think about some of the weapons now with T. Higgins back and Jamar Chase against Commanders defense who's struggled, and the young tight end, the rookie, Eric All, Jermaine Burton, Andre Yosavash. You can start to see a picture of how this offense can really cook, and that's what they hope happens tonight. We're live all afternoon inside Paycor Stadium. We expect Joe Burrow should be out here on the field around 6 o'clock. If you want to see Bengals coverage, this is your spot. Live inside Paycor, he is Joe Danham. I'm Jeremy Rowell with photojournalist Austin Brisky. Back to you in the studio.
Hey, guys, I was going to ask you a quick question, but I don't know if it's too loud. So can you hear me, yes or no?
We got you.
All right, let's talk about the Commanders just a little bit. You talked a little bit about the defense. Is this a team that we can easily beat, or is this like going against the Chiefs? I mean, where do you put them as far as on the totem pole goes?
So that's why people are saying this is a must-win, because there are very few games on the NFL schedule where you show up and if you play well, you'll win the game. This is one of those games. You can't call it a layup. The NFL is a crazy place. Bad teams beat good teams all the time in the NFL. But Washington comes here with a defense that can be had and a rookie quarterback playing his first primetime game. That's why this feels more like a game the Bengals really just can't lose.
Yeah.
You got to get out of this week with a win tonight.
I would agree with that. This is a defense who is one of the worst in the NFL and allowing explosive plays, and you're wondering, Can Jamar get right tonight? That's why it feels like tonight might be the night for Jamar Chase.
All right, that sounds good. We're going to get a win. Guys, thanks. See you in just a little bit. Let's talk about the weather because we did talk about it on the top of the show that we might get a little bit of a shower, maybe some rain. And Catherine, it did look like you had a big old blob on the radar. So what's it going to look like for us this evening?
You know, we really do need this rain out there, and it is. It's like a wall of water right now, but it's going to break apart as it moves over the tri-state. We have a lot of dry air that's still hanging over the area, and we are going to watch for, yes, some scattered showers. This is some much needed rain, but we are going to most likely see things holding together if you're in our westernmost county. So Rexville, you're still seeing that wet weather. Cedar Creek looking out for that rain. Moorfield watching out for some of that shower activity. We're seeing some of that wet weather here pick up just to the north and east of Cedar Creek and to the south and west of Lawrenceburg. That'd be along Highway 50 there where you might encounter a heavier downpour, but steady rain throughout Johnson right now. And that's some good news again throughout the area as we do track that those drought concerns. But as this batch of precip moves farther inland or farther, I guess you could say, into our viewing area, we are going to watch for fewer chances out there. So we will watch out for the scattered rain and some occasional showers here in the next couple days. All of that for you coming up in your hour-by-hour forecast. Over to you.
Catherine, thank you. Developing right now, a judge just sentenced a Cincinnati man for driving drunk and causing a head-on crash. Jessica Schmidt has some details at the alert desk.
Yeah, so the prosecutors in this case say that not only was Alfredo Mendez drunk when he caused this crash, he had a 12-pack of beer in his car with him. Now we know he's going to spend 6 months locked up. Investigators say his blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit when he ran a red light at Columbia Parkway and William Howard Taft Avenue in September of last year. Police tell us Mendez hit another vehicle, causing that car to spin out before he drove into oncoming traffic and hit another car head-on. A 45-year-old woman who was a passenger in the first car that Mendez hit was seriously hurt and taken to UC Medical Center. Prosecutors say she actually had to get surgery for broken ribs and a lacerated spleen. Mendez was convicted of vehicular assault, again sentenced to 6 months in jail and will be on probation for 3 years. He's also been ordered by the judge to pay the injured victim in this case $25,000. At the alert desk, Jessica Schmidt, Fox 19 Now.
All right, Jessica, thank you. The trial of a Butler County man accused of stabbing his girlfriend 55 times is underway. Toby Madden is accused of killing his longtime girlfriend, Rachel Broussard, in 2022. Police say it happened inside of a home on Parrish Avenue. The trial's been delayed a few times after he went through 5 different defense attorneys. He recently requested to represent himself at his trial, but a judge denied that request 2 separate times, meaning the trial could begin today. He is facing murder and felonious assault charges. Coming up, our Bengals coverage continues. In just minutes, we're going to hear from the parents of one of the Bengals stars on how he got his start. Plus, Kroger is helping a local organization give back to Hispanics and Latinos in our community. A look at the work they're doing